So it's fantastic coming here over the years. It literally was a blank canvas when we first started talking to the landowner. There was a fairly empty field. There was some pine trees that needed managing, needed clearing. And now it's totally different. So what you have here is you've got nearly a dozen different projects, all of which take on volunteers in some shape or form. So when you come here, on certain days when there's a lot of activity going on, there's a real buzz. People really get a sense of nourishment from coming, working with others, and creating something that is ecologically sensitive and involves connecting with other people and the land. Hi, I'm Ant Flanagan, and I'm a director of Gower Power Co-op and also of Gower Regeneration Limited. So we're now on the top field at Killen Farm, and this is where we've got a number of community projects, mainly around food growing, but there's other types of projects as well. So this is the area that Lizzie runs her flower project. She basically provides local or native flowers, sells them locally to local customers, and then people come involved and help plant and harvest them. So we've got some heritage breed pigs here that Josh and Summit Good look after. These guys will be moving down the road into some forestry that they also manage fairly soon.
Hello, my name's Ruth Evans and I'm a director of Gower Regeneration Limited, which owns the solar farm. Gower Regeneration is a community benefit society, and it was formed by Gower Power Co-op and the Gower Heritage Centre. So we're a fairly simple community benefit model in that the solar farm generates renewable, clean, green energy from the sunshine, and the proceeds from the sale of that electricity then goes to pay a modest return to all our community investors, and then any surpluses are used to support local community organisations.
So here we've got our 228 kilowatt Tesla battery, and that's part of a project called Gower Power Solar Storage, and that project is about supplying people in the local area with electricity from this solar farm. Yeah, so Gower Regeneration owns a solar farm here at Dunvant. It's a 1 megawatt solar farm, and it's got 3,600 or so panels. It's enough electricity for about the equivalent needs of about 300 households when it's on a day like today, when it's nice and sunny and a nice and clear day. And then the surplus that the project creates will be used to support other enterprises to set up and develop.
So we've been up at the field for about 2 years. Our aim really is just to collaborate and collectively do as much as we can, just with other local projects and individuals, and kind of bring back that sense of teamwork and working together to do something special. So yeah, we've been here for 2 years now and established a few different food growing projects and social groups, and hopefully we can get a lot more going on at the field. My name's Josh. We're up at Summit Good today. I started Summit Good in 2019 and oversee a few different projects that run down here. So we have kind of 3 focuses at Summit Good, which is eat, do and grow Summit Good. So eat is about our kind of focus on local food and local food products. So we run a CSA, which is a community supported agriculture scheme, which is basically veg boxes for local families. And we've just started a small herd of large black pigs. So we're trying to increase and regenerate endangered species of farm animals. But Do Summit Good is we run different social groups at the field. So we have a men's shed, which meet once a week, which is really informal, just a bunch of local guys coming down to have tea and coffee and wood chipping usually, or constructing something up at the field. And we do a women's shed on a Friday, which is a really nice time. It's just a safe space for any local women to come, hang out, meet other local women and have cake usually. And then the Grow Summit Good is about our focus on just developing and facilitating and encouraging other local businesses or ventures that are around us and that can work with us at the field. So we have different shipping containers and they are converted into different businesses. So we have one which is a sauerkraut kitchen, a microbrewery, a flower drying facility which we're in now, an orchard project, wild plant paper, and a t-shirt printer. Lots of different things going on.
All right, so yeah, here at Cillanfach Farm, which is an area we've been regenerating over the past little while. Regeneration is something we do here to keep old traditions alive, as well as to propagate and bring waste ground back for the new uses. Yeah, and this is probably my favourite little bit of the farm. We've got a little aviary here with some finches in and some rabbits. These guys came to me from different places during lockdown, from people that couldn't cope with looking after them. So we built some facilities to take care of those and give them a nice natural enclosure as well, so somewhere to run around and play. This land was all wasteland before we started, and we're using the process of completely naturally doing it. In that we use the pigs. So this is some of our breeding pigs. These are the Berkshires. They're a historic breed. They're incredibly self-sufficient animals, and as long as you provide the necessaries for them, then they will absolutely thrive in this environment. Provide people with a great thing to watch, a fantastic thing to see. They're very friendly. Come here, Mum. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. What I'd like to see from the project in the coming years is the use of the land that we've regenerated now. So from wasteland, we've brought it back to what is low-level arable land, but still very plantable with different things. And an area this size, which has taken us a year to regenerate, could house sort of 25 different allotments, providing food for the local community, providing them an outlet to support themselves and neighbours, reducing the cost of living, instilling a good environment of being able to support yourself, being able to look after yourself like that as well. And I say bring the cost of living down, which these days is extremely high. So if you can produce a little bit of farm to table stuff yourself, then that's always going to be a good thing.
So the mill here is the first renewable energy project ever built in Gower. It was built over 900 years ago by Norman settlers when they conquered the peninsula in the 12th century, and it's worked ever since, run by water power. The equipment here has worked pretty much continuously as far as we know. We think it's actually the oldest, longest running mill in Wales. The mill itself now functions as the Gower Heritage Centre, and we actively encourage new craftspeople to become and set up their businesses here. As a youngster in Gower, I was a frequent visitor here and was well aware that these traditional workshops could easily be lost unless we found some way of bringing them in to the modern financial infrastructure that we now have.
The solar farm and other community projects based around the farm really demonstrate how people can come together to make a difference. We have a dozen or so completely independent projects, but with a shared sense of purpose. It's about connecting people with themselves, with each other, with the land and with the natural resources. Giving the space and support to projects to become established and grow shows how we can empower local people to deliver real benefits for the community and for the environment. The independent projects are following in Gower Heritage Centre's footsteps and getting the community involved in rekindling traditional food and craft production practices. Most of these projects are driven by individuals who just think there's much more to life than a 9-to-5 job. The people behind them want to share their vision and connection with the land with others.
I just think it's brilliant. I'm passionate about it. I think it's great. Yeah, I just think it's created a real community, sense of community as well, I think, which is really important, especially at this time of year, but also with everything that's been going on the last couple of years with COVID. I think it's just really integral to have, a place where people can come.
One thing I find most beneficial about coming here has been the opportunity to develop your skills and develop a career and be around the people who are also driven to do that.
Yeah, so the future's looking bright. We're really excited to be able to work with all these projects and help more projects happen. We're always looking for people, more people to get involved. So if you fancy getting involved on the land, working with other people, learning about growing food, growing flowers, all sorts, just get in touch and we can point you in the direction of the different enterprises that exist here and other places that are always looking for volunteers.